What's up, guys? So from the thumbnail, I'm sure that you've realized that this video is going to be about why social media is harmful to your health and well-being. There's multiple studies on all of these things that I'm going to go over today. Just kind of take it or leave it, do what you want with it. But here are some problems that social media can cause and why maybe taking a break for a while is a good idea every once in a while. So I'm going to list my top 10 in no particular order. Okay, number 1, negative body image. I see this one all the time, and by that, what do I mean? This one's more so on Instagram, I would say, than Facebook or any of the other ones. But you're looking at people all day long. We'll just go with Instagram. You're looking at people all day long that are posting filtered pictures of themselves, the best pictures of themselves in the best lighting when they look the best. That's all you're seeing. People, for the most part, aren't posting regular pictures of what they actually look like or real life, so to speak. So you're sitting on your couch eating a bag of Doritos or popcorn or whatever the case may be, trying to enjoy your night, and you're scrolling through Instagram, seeing everybody with tons of makeup, you know, full on, you know, decked out in their best clothes, you know, on a beach somewhere that they were at for one day of the year, you know, and you're thinking, man, that's their lifestyle. That's what they look like all the time. And even if you're smart enough, which most of us are, to know that that's not their everyday life, it still plays with your subconscious mind and makes you question things, right? So say your goal is to lose weight and you're not where you want to be. Well, when you see all these people on Instagram, again, only posting the pictures of them at their peak, you start to compare yourself. So, needless to say, that is a negative effect of social media. Number 2, we're going to go unrealistic expectations, which you could basically tie that in with number 1 in a lot of ways. But again, you're only seeing the highlights. So you'll see this a lot, like things that I follow, right? Like how to make your business better. You're only going to see these highlight videos of, I gained 10,000 personal training clients in the first month and here's how I did it, or whatever. You're not going to see the videos of, I struggled for 5 years, I made no money, I almost quit 10 times, and then I stumbled across this and now I have clients. That's just an example. But you're not going to see that. So your expectations might be all these top-end influencers that you see and what they're doing, but they didn't start there. And maybe you're just starting, so you can't expect to be where they are when you're just starting. All right. And they're probably not even where they say they are, by the way. Tip number 3, addiction. When you're on your phone looking at social media, you get addicted to it. I'm guilty of it. I've definitely had to take many breaks away from it, especially say on Facebook, you have your notifications turned on and you make a post and maybe it's like a hot topic, right? And a lot of people are interacting with that post. Every 5 minutes, every 3 minutes, every 10 minutes, you're getting a notification sound. And what most people are going to do is, well, I have to see what they said. I have to check this. So you're never putting your phone down. You're never concentrating on real life, you know, cleaning your house, doing the dishes, you know, figuring out your income and making payments on. You're not doing the things you need to do because you're spending too much time checking your phone. You're living in a virtual reality world, basically. Okay, I have no idea what number we're on. I think we are on number 4. We are, number 4. Okay, so number 4 could be unhealthy sleep patterns. This is, you know, if I had to rate them, this would probably be my number 1. But number 4, unhealthy sleep patterns. So you're on Facebook at, say, 11 o'clock at night, and you're about to go to bed. And, you know, you got to wake up at 6 or 7 in the morning the next day. Well, you just got a message on your messenger, and now you're going to check that, and now you're talking to that person for a half hour. Now maybe it's someone you haven't seen for a while, so you're going to go click on their page and see what they've been up to. Just examples. Next thing you know, you're up till 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, and then you're trying to go to bed. And not only are you trying to go to bed with less sleep than you wanted to get because of Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, whatever the case may be, you're also not sleeping good because you're highly stimulated, your mind is still thinking, your body's still, processing all the information you just looked at. So you're really not even getting the restful sleep you need, and you're getting less hours of it. All right, number 5, depression and anxiety. And this kind of ties together with all the other ones, and I'll do like a little add-on as well. So if you have the negative body image, the unrealistic expectations, the addiction to your phone, just the constant overstimulation, the not sleeping correctly, all of that is going to lead to increased depression and anxiety, especially if you're prone to that. That's one I can speak on personally. I'm an anxious person, so I have to be really careful how stimulated I let myself get, whether that be caffeine or, looking at social media all the time, because your brain will start racing. And you could go way deeper on the depression and anxiety. I mean, again, if you're someone that's trying to get in shape and you're just looking at all these highlights of everyone else, you're going to feel bad about yourself in your subconscious mind. Number 6. This is one that surprisingly you see more with adults, I would say, than younger people, is bullying on social media. And that's not necessarily just like, hey, I'm going to beat you up, or hey, you're fat, or whatever the case may be. A lot of it is, especially now in the times we live in, you guys see this every day, so you'll know exactly where I'm going with this. But if you post, a topic on politics or vaccines or any of these hot topics nowadays, right? You're going to have a lot of people agree with you, but then you're always going to have a lot of people that don't agree with you. And the ones that don't agree with you aren't going to just say, hey, I disagree with you, but, this is America. I respect your decision or your opinion or whatever. They're going to bash you. They're going to tell you why they don't agree with you. They're going to call you stupid. All this stuff. Like, it's hilarious to me, but I'm sure you've seen it. So be careful of that. Okay, I think we are on number 7. If I'm wrong, it's number 8. Doesn't really matter. Fear of missing out, or FOMO. So again, you're sitting at home. Maybe you have to wake up early the next morning, so you should go to bed, do what you have to do to live your life. But you see someone just posted a picture, they're at a party, they're having a great time. You're like, why didn't I get invited? Those are my friends. You know what I mean? So there's that. There's also, maybe you message them and then you do get an invite. Well, now you're not getting the sleep you need. It's creating an environment where you feel like you always have to be connected. Right? Like, I have to be connected to Facebook. I have to see what's going on. I have to read these comments and these posts. And I don't want to miss, I have a strong opinion on this, so I don't want to not comment. Like, I got it. And it overstimulates you way too much. And if you take a break from it for a while, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Okay, number 9, loneliness. This could kind of go with the fear of missing out, but you could take it a step further, right? So say, you're missing your boyfriend or girlfriend, you're single now, and you see all these other couples like on a vacation doing fun stuff. Maybe you see your ex-girlfriend or boyfriend on Facebook with another person. They're having fun, they're having a good time. Again, these are normal parts of life. Like, there's going to be days where you're lonely, and that's okay. But being connected to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all this makes you feel like you always have to be with someone, or interacting, or connected, or being part of an event, whatever. So it basically takes, the fact that it's okay to be lonely. It's okay to be by yourself. A lot of times you're going to learn a lot more about yourself by being alone. You're going to figure out what you want to do in life by being alone. And when you're on Facebook, social media, it's going to be really hard for you to have your own thoughts because you're reading, 3,000 other thoughts every 10 minutes. And your brain is trying to process all that. So taking a step away can be really good for your overall health. And number 10, and there's a lot more, but I just wanted to keep it to a top 10 for now. Blue light harm. So looking at, the light from screens, whether it be your computer, your TV, your phone, tablet, Kindle, whatever it is, you're staring at light that is unnatural for the human eyes. So obviously they make blue light filters, like my cell phone actually has one. I don't know how good it works, but it changes the light you're looking at, kind of dims it down a little bit. I'm sure that helps. They make sunglasses that you can use. Again, I don't know which ones are good, which ones aren't. But blue light is definitely harmful for your eyes and strenuous for long periods of time. Here and there, probably not a big deal. But when you're literally scrolling through your Facebook for 30 minutes at a time, 6 times a day, probably not very good for you, along with all the other reasons I listed that maybe if you're having any of these symptoms, you're not sleeping correctly, you're having bad anxiety, fear of missing out, loneliness, depression, negative body image, all this, maybe just taking a 30-day break. And it's harder than, your body's so used to it that you're going to be like, I could do that. And then after 5 days, you're going to want to know what's going on. But maybe try taking a 30-day break from social media and seeing how you feel. I've done it many times in my life, and it definitely helps me. So I hope these tips helped you. And if you're interested in personal training coaching or any of the other services that I offer, there will be links in the description of this video for personal training, and also to my Facebook page where you can direct message me if you have any questions regarding personal training, health and fitness, things like that, as that's what I'm certified to do. Or if you just want to reach out, say you liked the video, whatever, the links will be in the description. All right, guys. Thanks.